So yeah, I'm also caving into this iPad trend. But in my defense, it was back to school season and it was on sale, so it can be viewed as a reasonable investment in my education and in my work on YouTube. At least that is how I'm going to convince myself that buying this iPad was not a huge mistake that left a nice dent in my bank account. Now let's open the iPad. The iPad I have here is the iPad Air 4 with 64GB of storage in the color Space Gray. I am completely aware that the iPad Air has a few different fun colors to choose from, but I just went with plain old Space Gray only because I liked how bold and sleek it looked. Let's move on to what's inside the box. In the box, we've got the iPad, of course. Then we've got the little package that contains a bunch of manuals that usually doesn't get read. And in this little package, we've got 2 Apple logo stickers that I've never once used in my life. Next, what's inside the box is a USB-C charging adapter. And it also comes with a USB-C cable. I am so happy that Apple finally changed their newer iPads to USB-C. Honestly, I'm really waiting for that day when Apple changes their iPhones from the Lightning port to USB-C as well, if that day will ever come. Alright, something I can't forget is protecting the screen of this iPad. I got a matte screen protector from the brand xoxo, which I purchased from Amazon. My favorite features about this screen protector is that it is anti-glare and it also has a paper-like feel. Now let's get into installing this screen protector. Okay, I just have to say this, but I never expected peeling the wrapper to be so incredibly satisfying. The first thing I did was line up the screen protector with the screen. Then I used the positioning stickers the screen protector came with and I stuck them on the iPad, just so the screen protector would stay in place. But honestly, I don't think I stuck them on correctly because it didn't really help the screen protector stay in place. Then I used the alcohol wipe that also came with the screen protector to wipe away all of the fingerprints. And because the screen was now wet, I had to use the cloth that it came with to dry it. Next, to get rid of all the dust on the screen, I used this little sticky piece of paper that was also provided. This is where it kind of got complicated. To avoid creating air bubbles when I was sticking the screen protector on, I peeled the film layer inch by inch while scraping the bubbles out. This entire process of installing the screen protector actually took a lot longer than I expected, but I gotta say, this method really did help reduce the amount of air bubbles in the end. I am so happy that this screen protector came with this scraping tool because it was so helpful. The last step to installing the screen protector was to peel off the top film layer. I, of course, also needed to protect my expensive little friend, so I bought a Folio Case. Call me boring, but I got a plain black case from the brand Love Rug on Amazon. This case has slightly raised edges, which ensures that the iPad is nice and snug. This case has a tri-fold panel design that can magnetically click into place so that your iPad can stand in 2 different positions. With this iPad, I just had to buy the Apple Pencil too. You know, might as well since I'm already dropping hundreds of dollars, right? A couple more wouldn't make my bank account cry any less. So what I have right here is the Apple Pencil 2. It is the one that magnetically charges and is compatible with the iPad Air 4 and the iPad Pros as well, I believe. Inside the box, we again have all the manuals that hardly gets read. And the last thing that's in the box is the pencil. It is finally that part of the video where I get to turn on my iPad for the first time. This quick start and setup function on Apple products is actually so cool, but I just ended up manually setting up my iPad. For the Touch ID, I used my index finger. the first thing I had to do was connect my Apple Pencil so I could try the scribble function. Not gonna lie, the scribble feature is so cool. Alright, so I honestly had no idea where to start in terms of organizing the layout of my iPad, so I decided that I would just start with the widgets section. All I basically did was delete all the widgets that were already there that I did not want, and I added new ones that I did want. Then I went into the App Store and started going through all the apps I have on my account, and I started downloading all the apps that I wanted on this iPad. After all the apps were downloaded, I started reorganizing the apps on my home screen. I again also went through all of the default apps that were already on the home screen and started deleting the ones that I did not want. To finish setting up my home screen, I created folders and I started grouping apps together by category. Okay, so this is the current layout of my screen, but I promise you it probably won't stay this way. I'm 100% sure this layout will change once I have this iPad for a little bit longer and I figure out what I really need and don't need on it. I will most likely be changing the wallpaper, the widgets, and possibly rearrange the apps on the home screen as well. Anyways friends, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed watching me unbox my iPad and Apple Pencil, and I guess I will see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye.
Pull the key out the ignition, run your mouth but I never listen. You hold me back, will never last, keep talking all your shit. Wondering how all this started, you left me broken hearted. You flip my words, yeah this love hurts, keep talking all your shit.